After the police told me, they had to tell me the second time because it just did not register. I heard it, it did not register. That my parents were pronounced dead on scene, and my brother is in the hospital. He probably won't make it through the night, but they're trying, and he's in emergency surgery to save his life. He was internally bleeding, and they were trying to stitch him closed. I immediately opened my computer, sent an email to my professors in probably one sentence, I just found out my parents are gone. I'm going across the state to find my brother in the hospital. And I had no idea where he was. I just knew that I had to get going across the state, and they didn't want me to go. They asked, can they take me to the airport? I'm like, this is taking too long. I'm leaving. And so I drove across the state. The people in the hospital, they wouldn't let me see my brother until the next morning, until visiting hours. And also during COVID times, they would only allow one person at a time, and not just one person at a time, one person per day. So most of the time I was the one person per day because I was the only person that could stay there the longest. And if you're going to have one person a day, you don't want them to be there for an hour and then leave to go to work or do whatever you need to do. So I had to wait until the next day to go find my brother, figure out what we were dealing with, but I asked my professors for 2 weeks. I had 5 weeks of the quarter left, and I asked for 2 weeks. So I had a couple different goals that they had to keep me going, otherwise I was not going to make it myself. First, get my brother out of the ICU onto the general floor. Second was to finish school on time with all A's. And third was to plan my parents' double funeral and get all their stuff sorted out. With school, I asked for the first 2 weeks off, and I said, hey, I'm not coming back. I'm not attending any classes. Assignments will be late. Just letting you know now. The remaining 3 weeks, I did all 5 weeks worth of stuff in those remaining 3 weeks. Unfortunately, I did have to drop my minor, which deeply upset me because my parents were so proud of me to be getting both a major and a minor in art and mathematics, and I was just crying that I would disappoint them. Stick around for part 2.